Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show. Determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face, he kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Yo, welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We're on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I am your host, Louis B. I take no shit from nobody. I expose the bullshit of society, and I give it to you in easy to swallow chunks. Today will not be any different. Today I'm going to be talking about Anita Sarkeesian. For those of you that don't know Anita Sarkeesian, she is she's been exposed up and down YouTube and having her ass kicked up and down the interwebs as pretty much an opportunistic business that has lied and used feminism and basically throwing men under the bus for a subject she cares nothing about, and that's gaming. I've actually spoken about Gamergate with the lovely and talented Mercedes Carrera, who I've had on this show 3 times, and this is pretty much why pretty much why I'm doing this show, because she came out with a video, and I didn't even know this happened, so I watched her video talking about this lady Anita Sarkeesian going to the United Nations. In fact, let me here, this is what Gamergate, just to give you a little background, and this is Gamergate in 30 seconds.
Gamergate is a consumer boycott and a call for ethics reform in game industry media. Evidence comes up that a writer at Kotaku gave a game favorable coverage because of a relationship he had. Kotaku says that this isn't true. More evidence comes up proving otherwise, and people demand he gets fired. Adam Baldwin shows support by creating the Twitter hashtag Gamergate. In response, Kotaku and many other sites published 14 different articles, all saying the same thing: gamers are dead, all on the same day. Readers declare a boycott on these sites and begin contacting their advertisers. To fight the stereotype, the hashtag #NotYourShield is made because minorities like myself hate having game journalists pretend to speak for us, especially since some of them are racist. Reddit's R Gaming starts censoring all forms of Gamergate discussion. Even 4chan censors Gamergate. This leads to a mass migration to a much better website. Feminist scholar Christina Summers releases a video debunking the idea that video games make people sexist. Game sites call her a conservative. She's a Democrat. Milo Yiannopoulos leaks emails from a private Google group called Game Journals Pro, proving that game journalists collude to shape narratives. Corruption is also exposed in award shows like IGF. Not wanting to associate with such hacks, one by one advertisers start to pull out, with the latest one being
Intel.
I'm a loving Leo lion, a winner without fail. I'm a loving Leo lion, from my mane down to my tail.
Oh, and one last thing. If you hear anyone say Gamergate is about harassment or misogyny, laugh in their stupid face and remind them that we donated more than $70,000 to help women make video games, and no game site would talk about it.
There you go. Basically saying that gamers, video games turn people into sexist. And Anita Sarkeesian is one of the head people that spearhead this. She has this Twitter called Feminist Frequency. I've spoken about this before. Just go back and see. But she, she lies and all this, and well, recently this week she went to the United Nations to discuss cyber harassment. I mean, look, if I was lying about a group of people and trying to demonize a group of people, I would expect some shit. But I'm a girl. No one should talk shit to me because I'm a girl. They're harassing me because I'm a girl. No, dude. No. So here, let me read this article. And, actually, let me try to find a better article for you. I mean, okay, well, here. Take a listen to this video.
Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn met in front of the United Nations to go and discuss cyber violence against women, an ongoing epidemic that they're trying to go and make sure is ceased completely and utterly, something that is brought to the attention of the masses who...
First of all, what is cyber violence? Like, look, oh, okay, you get called a cunt. Oh, is that violent? I mean, I'm just gonna give my opinion through this whole video, but I just want to add to, like, what is cyber violence? That just sounds something so fucking made up to stifle dissent. When you don't want to hear someone disagree with you, like, and this is the shit that's going around. You can't disagree with anyone, or that's harassment. You're harassing. You can't disagree. And I've freaking dealt with this on Facebook. I've dealt with this type of bullshit on Facebook. I disagree with someone's post, and I comment on it. I was like, oh, you gotta comment on everything. Like, I disagree. I can't have a you can't have a discussion with somebody. You can't disagree. You can't have differing views without, and if you're not gonna attack, you know what? Fuck. I gotta defend my beliefs 24/7 from a lot of you liberal cocksuckers. And I gotta let me keep playing before I fucking start sounding like Rush Limbaugh.
Might be ignorant to the idea that something like this actually happens on a day-to-day basis. But in all actuality, once you start doing a little bit of digging and actually think for yourself, you come to find out that all they're trying to do is promote censorship. And the UN is eating this up like nobody's business, because they're using these two poster children for ammunition to seize control over a wild frontier like the internet, something that they haven't been capable of doing before. Granted, plenty of countries out there have made feeble little attempts to try to maintain control over it, to no avail, unfortunately, for them, but now they're using this, and they're going to exercise their ability to take this, put it onto the forefront, and say, well, obviously, we have to do it. Don't you know that frail and fragile women out there are going to be so terrorized that they'll never want to go on the internet ever again, and this is something that they should have.
First of all, look, I'm not saying that there are no assholes out there that troll people, but they troll everyone. And you just know when you go on the internet and you go on to social media, you best have a thick skin. You bet, because people are gonna talk shit. You know how many times I've been fucking doxxed? People have posted my fucking address. People have attacked my family, sending them letters saying that they're gonna sue them and shit. My family. Because they're so brave. I need to be stopped because of my opinions. I have to be taken off Facebook because of my opinions. like, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. Yeah, okay. Back to the video.
Have to deal with none of this harassment, any of these threats, except for women aren't frail. Women aren't afraid to go onto the internet, and this isn't something that is only happening to women. Let me repeat. This is not exclusive to women. This isn't exclusive to a gender, to a race, to a creed, to a social status, to nothing. Everybody and anybody can harass or can be harassed. Just like out there in the real world, just like on the internet. It can happen everywhere and anywhere, but all they're doing is promoting censorship. Let's say, for example, all this shit ends up going through. That they're trying to go and really push upon everybody. And people are oblivious to it and ignorant to it and aren't understanding of the ramifications of how bad this can be. You can go onto one of your many social media accounts and you can go and say your piece and say whatever it is about whoever it is or whatever it is, and then somebody can be offended by that because we live in a big time politically correct society, and they can have that removed, they can have that taken down. You can even be arrested. You could be...
That is true. There was a gentleman in Canada that he didn't insult the young lady. He didn't call her names. He simply said, I think you're being harsh to someone else. And he was charged with a crime. And why am I talking like this?
Fine, you could have your account shut to everything. So why remove posts when we can just go and shut down accounts? We can go and mute and block. We can go and make sure that nobody is saying anything that's offending anybody. And
you know what? This is the whole thing with political correctness and offending someone. Someone feeling offended is so fucking relative. 'Cause I could say the word "boo" like that, and someone could get offended out there. I could say hammer, and someone could get offended. Like, you know what I mean? You could say, like, benign, like, innocent type words that mean, like, inanimate objects. But someone's like, oh, well, you know, hammers is what they call it. People from Saudi Arabia and shit. No. So, I mean, this whole political correctness thing, I have to deal with it when I do stand-up comedy. That's the shit that pisses me off. People are so, and it's not like people feel offended because they're like, because you're offending their morality or their moral compass, because most of these motherfuckers don't have a moral compass. They'll fucking go home and, jerk off to kiddie porn and be like, oh, you said nigger, oh no, I fuck, they'll be like, I fuck young boys, but, at least I don't hate black people, some stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? That's an extreme case, of course. Anyways, back to the video.
All these self-titled victims that seem to be the real problem. You have these feminazis who hate the idea that people disagree with.
You know what, and I know there are a lot of feminists that listen to this, and they're probably gonna shut this off, but hear me out. If you are not for real equality, if all you talk about is, if your biggest issue in life as a feminist is that you're getting screamed at on the street, which, mind you, it is shitty. Stop, and it's shitty. But if that's your biggest issue, you know what? You better get some business. 'Cause unless you're being grabbed off the street and raped while everyone's watching and does nothing, which in this country, that ain't happening. No one's getting raped in broad daylight out in the open. And I'm not... But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have to fucking spell it out. I hope the people that listen to my show are at least fucking educated. If not, send your comments to crotchshotradio@yahoo.com. That's crotchshotradio@yahoo.com. Or if you want in on this broadcast, feel free and Skype me at Crotch Shot Radio. Add me. I'll add you. We'll talk. We'll discuss. We'll nosh. I have some arugula. It's delicious.
Them that people go and show that they've been bullshitting and lying and have been putting them on the spot. And now they're trying to go.
Exactly. Like I said before, they've been getting caught bullshitting and lying and getting put on the spot. And that's called cyber harassment. Protect me from people that are calling me out on my bullshit.
Go and find a way that they don't have to be challenged ever again. They don't ever have to be criticized ever again. It has gotten that bad. I want to know in what fucking world that these two became representatives of women on the internet. That's where it gets even worse to think about.
No, it's not that they're representing women. They're self-serving twats. Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn are self-serving twats. They're just, I want to be protected from people calling me on my bullshit because I'm lying, and I want to ruin freaking, I want to ruin gaming for everyone. I want to make someone, like, and again, she's been exposed as someone that does MLM freaking marketing. And I don't play video games. I honestly don't like video games. Yet she wants to speak on video games and ruin it for people that enjoy it. Like, I mean, this point has been made. Every time men make a space for themselves, women, or these these feminists, feminazis, or, you know, let me even be nicer, to the point I'm borderline simping. These radical feminists that hate men, always trying to find a sexist, misogynistic meaning to every fucking thing we do, except maybe saying, hey, you know what, they're powered by different chemicals. They're powered by masculinity. Stop demonizing masculinity. I am a man, you are a woman. We have natural, we take on different gender roles naturally. Like, boys will I like blue, you like pink. I like to fuck shit up, you like, well, okay, we got that in common.
I've already said in the past, multiple times, as have many other people, that Anita Sarkeesian really wasn't interested in being a critic of video games because she had no prior knowledge of video games and didn't really give a shit about it. She was using it as a plateau to be able to go and boost herself into politics, and guess what? She just got herself into a fucking front row seat at the UN, speaking before tons of leaders the world round. Tons of fucking fossils just sitting there taking up seats for decades now, who have deep fucking pockets and are so oblivious and ignorant to all the things that happen on the internet that just fucking nod and smile, because who would ever go out there and lie? Who would ever go out there and try to say something to better their situation? And for them, again, this is just ammunition. This is an easy way for them to go and take control of whatever the fuck it is that they want. That's what's happening right now. This is ridiculous. There's so many things that are wrong with this world, and these two are representatives of women now. Zoe fucking Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian are representing every female who has ever decided to go onto the internet. Doesn't matter the means of it. Doesn't matter if it was on your desktop, your laptop, your smartphone, on your game console. It doesn't fucking matter at all. They're speaking on behalf of all of you. Don't you love the idea that something like this is even happening? And it gets so much worse whenever I think about places like, I don't know, Somalia and Afghanistan and Sudan and all these other countries out there, because there's tons of them, where women are being tortured and raped and their freedoms and their rights are stripped of them. They're being burned and killed. They're being used as items. Real problems that go unnoticed, because who the fuck cares about any of that stuff, right? Because they aren't feminazis having their feelings hurt on the internet. Oh, but don't you know, these are real issues right here. Somebody goes out there and lies, and people point out that it's a lie. That person then complains that they are being harassed. Keep in mind that the word harassment and the word sexism has been applied and labeled to virtually everything. And they have no idea about what the fucking actual definition of those words are. But they just throw it around everywhere. I don't like that, that's sexist. I don't like that, that's harassment. I don't like that, sexist. Harassment, sexist, harassment. I'm being harassed, and those people are sexist. That is what's happening all the fucking time, yet nobody's keeping track, nobody's keeping score, and all the people that are, apparently we don't count, especially me. Oh man, cis white male, how dare you, straight white male on there in the internet, you're going and getting harassers after us. And guess what? Videos like mine would be taken down. Social media would be taken.
Yeah, podcasts like this will be taken down. Like, I want to let this guy finish, because I want to make another fucking point about why Anita Sarkeesian going to the UN especially is hypocritical. And yeah, it's hypocritical and just downright bullshittery.
Down. Any of the comments that you leave, oh, that'd be taken down too. All of that could be deemed as harassment. And if they push for all this shit and actually goes through, that means that everything would be cyber terrorism and cyber violence. Anything that is psychologically traumatizing. That's how vague they're...
Again, that is so fucking relative, because what is psychologically traumatizing to you wouldn't be, you know, like I could show you a bunny rabbit that could be psychologically traumatizing to someone. Oh, would it be sexist if you know, like, I don't wear dresses because I am a man. Men don't wear fucking dresses. Would me wearing a suit be sexist? Would it be psychologically damaging to a feminazi? Yeah, probably. I mean, I had an ex-girlfriend who would piss me off saying, "Oh, I want you to put on a dress, and I want to have sex with you wearing a fucking dress." I'm like, no, absolutely not, never. Like, for what? You want to feminize me? Oh, you enjoy your male privilege and male power. Yeah, my male privilege and my male power comes with responsibilities. It comes with me, and my male power can easily be taken away from me if someone bigger and stronger than me, or has a weapon, challenges me. I have to be constantly on fucking battle mode as a man. Women could just be like, tra-la-la-la-la, no one is these like magical unspoken rules, like, oh, just because I'm a girl, nothing bad can happen to me. Oh, but if something does bad happen to you, it's all men that's to blame. Oh, we're in the rain culture.
Fucking wording is for this shit. So anything and everything that they don't like, and they just say, hey, that bothered me and made me sad. Oh, well, we gotta go and make sure that shit is put to rest. Think about that. Your freedom of speech is actually in jeopardy. And there's going to be tons of people out there that don't even give a shit. And there's going to be tons of people that go out there and say, oh, no, you won't understand. The fuck I don't understand. Even if you are for the idea of trying to have a better environment on the internet magically, which won't fucking happen so long as there's differences amongst everybody, and that's something that you can't fucking change. But if you're trying to go and better the internet, this isn't the way, because all you're doing is taking everything and trying to shut it the fuck down. You can't go and just take away people's opinions. Look, I disagree with tons of people out there, but that doesn't mean they don't have the right to say that. I just don't agree with it, so why the fuck should I dictate that? I'm not special enough. I've had people go and harass me. I've had people go and threaten me. I've had people go and disagree with me. I've had tons of people go and do very negative, very fucked up, very annoying things to me. So am I special enough that I should be able to go out there and have it so that they can't go and do that shit whatsoever? Sure, a fucking death threat is pretty goddamn bad, but let's be realistic here. We're talking about a ton of other shit outside the spectrum of that, and that was something that she brought up. The day-to-day of dealing with people calling me a liar and you suck, that shouldn't happen. That is their
So here's an idea. You don't like being called a liar and people telling you suck? Here's an idea. Stop fucking lying. Especially in the case of Anita Sarkeesian, who has been debunked left, right, and sideways. This bitch has... Damn it. Damn it. It's like, this shit angers me. And you know what? You know what upsets me more? That, you know, if someone were to listen to this, oh, you're a misogynistic asshole. No! Stop fucking lying. When it's not sexist just because you're a woman to be called out on lying. Why? Because you have a magical vagina that, you know, oh, well, I can bring life into this world. Yeah, so can a fucking cockroach, and I fucking spray my fucking house to make sure they don't fucking come out the cracks, or if I see one, I stomp on it. You're not fucking special. You want to be equal. You want gender equality, like every feminist says. Every person that claims that they're a feminist, I want gender equality. I want gender equality. You know what? Okay then. That means you get called on your bullshit when you produce bullshit. It's fair, isn't it? What? You want special privileges. Feminists want special privileges, yet to still have the same privilege, female privilege. How's about you check your female privilege before you start saying, I'm being harassed online, when you put out bullshit? This is almost fucking sociopathical. I don't even know if that's a word. Freaking feel free and correct me. See, because I'm humble enough to at least, okay, there's no such word as sociopathical. Louis, this is what I think you mean to say. And I would thank you. I'd be like, yeah, okay. Boom. Sociopathical. To think, you know, to think that, oh, okay, well, you know, I could fucking... That's like how, like, a woman will go up to a dude just because he didn't buy her the right fucking Nikes and fucking punch him in the face and with, you know, without any fear of repercussion. You can't. You can't just go around lying on people, calling people, you know, trying to demonize a group of people who pursue a hobby and say that they are what's wrong with the world, and expect these people not to defend themselves and say, no, we are not sexist, we are not rapists. And you know, there was this video that I commented on. PC Principle. Look here, guys. Did I hear you say the N-word? I'm PC Principle. Like, friggin' South Park. Oh God. Friggin' Matt and Trey. Those were two brilliant episodes. God, you gotta love South Park. Ugh. Almost 20 years and they're still giving it. They're still giving it. I seriously hate political correctness. I mean, and this is a joke that I say on stage. I don't mind growing old. I think I would look really fucking sexy as hell as a silver fox with fucking gray hair. But really, I just want to say the most racist, fucking sexist, fucking homophobic shit, and people just say, oh, well, he's from a different time. I want to outlive political correctness, essentially. Let me get back to the video here.
Fucking right to do it. It's your prerogative to go and read it and be affected by it. You know how many times you can just not give a shit? Not giving a shit apparently isn't allowed. That is some kind of foreign concept that everybody is oblivious to. No, we live in the politically correct environment of, oh, don't you know? That's offensive. That's not allowed. That's offensive. We better shut it down. That's all it is. Everything's offensive. Everything's sexist. Everything's so fucking awful. We have to go and get rid of it.
And here's the fucked up shit. You know, there's shit that happens around the world that offends me. shit that happens to women around the world that offends me. I'm offended by the practice of clitoral circumcision. I am offended by, in Muslim countries, when a woman either drives or leaves the house without a male escort, some asshole thinks it's okay to throw acid in her face. I find it offensive that if a little girl wants to get an education and become better and evolve mentally, a bunch of assholes could go and try to shoot her in the fucking head. That offends me. But do these American, usually white feminists say anything about it? No. You know what? And this is how stupid feminism is. Because white feminists don't talk about black women's issues. They don't. They don't even focus on that shit. There's a fucking hierarchy when it comes to this. Because, hey, you white feminists, you have white privilege. Let's talk about your white privilege. No? Okay. You're screwing over your black feminist sisters. I'm
fucking sick of this. I mean, we had over 80 different representatives in the UN listen to the fucking babblings of two people who are the worst fucking possible people have up there trying to discuss real issues and real problems. And then when there are very real issues and very real problems, they go unnoticed. But you have Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian telling everybody that this is important. We don't like what they're saying. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
I don't get this. I don't. I mean, this is the digital age of book burnings. You know that? This is the digital age of book burnings because they want to go and take facts and throw them out the window because facts might hurt feelings. Facts are uncomfortable. And there's nothing more dangerous than an honest person. There's nothing more dangerous than an honest person who's persistent and will tell it like it is. Nothing more dangerous. But they want to make sure that you can't do that. They want to go onto sites like Twitter, and onto Facebook, and onto YouTube, and onto Reddit, and onto Tumblr, and onto whatever the fuck it is. And they want to tell them that if anybody says something that offends one little fucking special snowflake, shut it down. Worse yet, you have these stupid fucking sites, like Polygon for example, who go and continue to stir the pot, because they have an agenda. You have all these mass media outlets that have no fucking idea, but man, they love that fucking clickbait article so much because the fucking old media is fucking quaking in their boots, so they latch on to shit like this, and they're like, oh, don't you know, that right there, that's some bad stuff, so we're thinking that you need to all take heed. Don't ever think for yourselves. They don't want you to think for yourselves. They want to go and tell you what to think. I'll tell you right now, even if you disagree with me, that's your own fucking shit. And I'll tell you that I think that you're fucking insane, frankly. But that is your right. I don't believe that rights should be taken away. I've enjoyed the internet for what it is for the longest time. But now suddenly, I'm watching all these goddamn fossils in the UN listen to two fucking psychos that do not represent women. No one voted Anita in, and there she is. Oh, Alpha, just ignore her. She'll go away. You fucking say. Really? You don't ignore problems. They just continue to fucking grow and snowball and get out of control. They want everybody to shut up. They want to just go on their fucking one crusade and do their fucking thing. And Zoe Quinn? How the fuck did she even get there? Really? I mean, this is fucking madness. I know so many goddamn influential, intelligent, and fucking strong women that deserve, that have struggled and strived and have achieved so much for the betterment of humanity, not just their own fucking agenda, for humanity.
Imagine if fucking Brianna Wu was there too. She's another one of these fucking morons. In fact, she is not even a she. She was born a fucking he. So you mean to tell me I wouldn't be surprised if that dumb motherfucker fucking got a fucking sex change, became a like a transsexual, just so that way she could feel the victimhood. I need to feel like a victim. See, this is what happens when you don't got no fathers at home.
That deserve to be heard, yet their words will be lost on fucking deaf ears, and you have a fucking echo chamber of ridiculousness that's happening. And all the fucking countries around the world are fucking taking it as factual information that's being fed to them. They had the audacity to say that cyber violence is just as damaging as physical violence. I want you to understand that I have met quite a few women who have been on the receiving end of physical violence from very fucked up individuals that they were dealing with. And if you try to go and tell them that crap, you sure as fuck would look insane in their eyes, and you'd be fucking dead wrong.
I would take it a step further. If you're gonna say that fucking cyber, like someone talking shit online to you is the same as getting raped or getting beaten the fuck up, I hope you get your ass kicked by a real rape victim. I hope Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu come across a real rape victim that's offended by the fact that they feel victimized. Oh my god, someone's talking shit to me online. They're shit. Why don't you come to me when your family members are getting fucking harassing letters to their house, when your address is being posted online and you're being fucking accused of, in fact, when people are making up stories about you saying you're the worst type of criminal on the planet. Why don't you come to me and fucking like, I'm lying, I'm a liar, and I'm making up shit and trying to make it seem that people who are playing fucking video games are rapists because the characters in those video games are scantily clad. I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself in pure Brooklyn fashion. Back to the video.
The idea that you are trying to go and even peddle this bullshit is fucking ridiculous. But then making comparisons like this, saying that people aren't entitled to their opinions just because you don't fucking like them because they're about you. You have both been spinning bullshit for months and months and months. And when people say shit in response that don't directly correlate what the fuck you have been saying, you deem it as everything but an opinion or a criticism or whatever the fuck it's going to be. You try to go and say, that's harassment. Oh, I don't really like that. Oh, that's a sexist comment right there because it came from a man. We don't really like that. And you've both ignored the thousands upon thousands of women that you are on behalf of, right? You're sitting there on behalf of all women, yet no one, again, voted you in, but you ignore all the ones, tons of them, who have called you out on your bullshit. So, let me get this straight. So, would you have to go and campaign against them, and did you ever bring that up ever once? No, you haven't. You've always gone out there and just talked about these evil men that have done things. You went and you fucking flashed a Gamergate name around just to try to get some fucking notoriety behind things, hoping that, oh, maybe they'll know what that is, and we better try to make this look as negative as possible. It's fucking amazing because, yet again, you are both in a position where you go unopposed. Nobody is arguing against you. Nobody is bringing up any kind of facts. There is no debate. It's just you going and saying your piece and then leaving it, and everybody's saying, oh, wow, did you hear all that? Well, that's what's going on, so now we have to act. Nobody's bringing up anything on an opposite end. Nobody's calling shit out. And when we are here, it doesn't count. It doesn't count because I'm a straight white male. I don't count. My opinions are invalidated simply because I have a dick and balls in the color of my skin. And all the women out there that are saying this stuff, you don't count either, because clearly no woman would ever say that according to them. And if you did, oh, well, it must have been those evil men out there. Because guys like me are obviously manipulating you, not telling you to go and think on your own, and you clearly haven't actually come to any of these conclusions on your own. You were obviously being puppet mastered from behind the scenes and shit, which is amazing, because if anybody is being puppet mastered, it's been Anita Sarkeesian, and anybody with any half a fucking bit of knowledge about her knows that she's full of shit, knows that there's somebody who's been behind the scenes going and orchestrating all this fucking crap, and all of this, again, is just to fucking seize control over something that people haven't been able to, because it's a domain that is just fucking crazy and vast and endless, but they want a piece of that, and they want to dictate what says, what isn't says, what goes and what doesn't go. And you have people like Zoe Quinn and like Anita Sarkeesian that don't like any of you out there. If you aren't with them, then you aren't supposed to exist. That's all it really is. It's this is some weird fucking cycle, and just watching it is awful. It is. The idea.
So, okay, anyways, yeah. That was Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn go to the UN to promote internet censorship by Alpha Omega Sin. Definitely check out his channel. Now, you want to know why it's hypocritical for them to have gone to the UN about this type of bullshit. From the Guardian newspaper, dated, where's the date? Isn't the date? August 11th, 2015. UN peacekeepers accused of killing and rape in Central African Republic. In fact, this is not the first time. In fact, hold on. Let me Google some more. UN peacekeeping forces rape. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, here it is. This is from October 15, 2013. UN peacekeeping troops face scandals on sex crimes and corruption. Oh, here, Anita, did you call out the UN when it comes to this? Did you call them out? No, you didn't. Because you don't care about women's issues. This ain't about women's issues. This ain't about being a feminist. This is about you being a opportunistic, lying skankosaurus. In fact, here, let me see if I could find more articles. Let me see. In fact, here, let me see if there are any videos. Oh, here.
Amnesty says the information they've collected strongly suggests a young girl was raped by a blue helmet during a patrol and house search to apprehend a criminal suspect.
The Secretary-General is personally dismayed and disappointed not just by these latest reports, but by the series of allegations that has surfaced in the Central African Republic mission in recent months.
Recent months? How's about we talk about recent years? Let me see. Ooh. Here we go. 2011. This is from the Democracy Now! Website.
.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The commander of the Uruguayan Navy's United Nations mission in Haiti has been dismissed after the circulation of a video that allegedly shows Uruguayan peacekeepers sexually assaulting an 18-year-old Haitian man. Haitian President Michel Martelly yesterday condemned the alleged abuse and said the victim had been subjected to, quote, collective rape. The attack occurred in July, but graphic cell phone video of the alleged attack only surfaced in recent days. The video appears to show 4 UN troops in camouflage attacking the young man named Johnny Jean.
Yeah. Rape culture. You screaming about rape culture, the rape culture, rape culture, rape culture. Okay, you're in the fucking den of rape culture. And you say nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Some people are talking shit about me online. The UN, you have to do something about it, Ban Ki-moon. Please. Make the world stop censoring. Make the world stop talking shit. I don't need to be held accountable. I don't want to be held accountable. Like, honestly, am I the only one? Am I the only one bothered by this? Am I the only one? Like, UN peace, raping the children's. Raping the children's. Like, in fact, you know what? Who wants to call in? Add me on Skype. It's called Crotch Shot Radio. Comments as you see fit. I'm trying to find more proof. Oh, here. Ooh. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Mike Farrell. I'm a member of the Real News.
All right.
I think the Real News is what we need in this country. It's what we need in this world.
Fuck?
It's an important thing for us to get the truth.
All right. What the fuck? Okay.
Unvarnished,
fucking shit. You know, can we? Okay, UN peacekeepers in Haiti force girls to trade sex for food and medicine. Anita, are you doing anything about this? Did you call out the UN about this? No, I don't think you did. There you go. Fucking shit, get to the point, motherfucker.
Welcome to the Real News Network. I'm Jessica Devereaux in Baltimore. A report conducted by the UN Office of Internal Oversight Services reveals that since 2004, UN peacekeepers in Haiti sexually abused more than 225 Haitian women and girls in exchange for food and medicine. But now that we know it...
That fucking offends me. That fucking angers me. That is a real fucking issue against women. But do you hear any fucking feminists talking about these issues? No, it's about them fucking... I'm being... Someone's talking shit to me about my ass on the street. Oh, I bet these Haitian women wish that was just the case. You want to demonize all men for most of the time basically trying to, pick you up, try to get to know you, maybe like hey, how your daddy did it, which is why you're here, because he found your mommy hot, and he wanted to shoot a tray up in that piece.
Happen. It is potentially still happening. What is the UN going to do about it? And
nothing.
Will these victims ever see justice?
No, Anita. These victims won't see justice. No, feminists. These victims won't see justice. Is it because we don't want to see it? Like, come on. If you've listened to this show, I hate the United Nations. That building is fucking disgusting. I wish they would have flew a plane into that fucking building. Would have probably did more good for the world.
Now joining us to get into all of this are our two guests, both joining us from Boston. We have Brian...
Okay, I'm not getting into this whole thing. You get the fucking gist. You know. Like, now let's talk about the other shit. Hey, feminist, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Am I the only one bothered that Saudi Arabia is head of the Human Rights Council? In fact, hold on. Let's Saudi Arabia women's rights. Let's see. Here's a list of 11 things women in Saudi Arabia can't do. They can't go anywhere without a male chaperone. They can't drive a car. They can't wear clothes or makeup that show off their beauty. They can't interact with men, which, man, you know, probably some of you feminists wouldn't mind. They can't go for a swim. Okay, let's see what's the weather in Saudi Arabia. Let's do this. It is 84 degrees and is going up to 98. 16% humidity, and they gotta wear that fucking hijab. Yep. They can't compete freely in sports. Try on clothes when shopping. They can't enter a cemetery. They can't read an uncensored fashion magazine. They can't buy a Barbie. These are the same people head of the UN peacekeeping. I mean, the UN Human Rights Council. Anita, did you say anything about that? No. Someone's talking shit about me online. Really? Oh, but I'm a fucking misogynist, right? I'm a fucking misogynist. Even I can see there's a fucking problem with women's rights. Or with lack of women's rights. And I'm not trying to simp, but I wish I was blood related to Malala Yousafzai. If I was related to her, I would be so fucking proud and so fucking angry at the same time. All I'm saying is those motherfuckers are lucky Malala is not Puerto Rican. You know how many fucking tios and cousins would be like, let's get these motherfuckers. In fact, be like, what? You mean to tell me she did not let him go to school? They shot in the... Oh, it's on. I got some cousins that be like, I wish a nigga would. That is their fucking mantra. I got fucking cousins out there ain't got no damn future. Always like, I wish a motherfucker would try some shit. Ready to fucking bang. Okay, let's see. I mean, Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia is one of those places that if you're raped, you get fucking stoned to death too. In fact, hold on. Let me Google that. Saudi Arabia rape victims. Oh, Saudi court sentenced gang rape victim to 200 lashes. Anita, did you call out Saudi Arabia at the UN for punishing a victim of rape? Did you? No. They're talking shit about, they're saying I'm a liar and they're telling me to shut the fuck up. So, save me. Oh, men are such fucking pigs, but when you fucking need help, you run to us really quick. When you need, I need to be protected. The victim of a violent gang rape has been sentenced by a Saudi Arabian court to 200 lashes and 6 months in jail for the crimes of speaking to the press and indecency. But I'm a fucking sexist, right? I'm the fucking sexist. That shit offends me. Let me see what else is out there. Let's 200 lashes and 6 months in prison. Fucking shit. In fact, hold on. In fact, in Saudi Arabia, rape cases usually target both the defendant and the victim. And in some cases, the victim can be sentenced to even harsher punishment than the assailant. I'm the only one. Am I the only one with that problem? Am I the only one that has issue with that? Honestly, fuck you, Anita. Fuck you, whatever, Quinn. Fuck you, Brianna Rue. Fuck you, fuck a feminist. And I don't mean fuck as in, hey, let's rape them. I mean, forget them. Just fuck as in, you're dismissed. You are a piece of shit. Let's cut the shit. Please, can we just cut the shit? If you're a feminist and you know it, and you really want to show talk shit about fucking throwing acid in people's face or punishing rape victims all around the world, you know what? How about we stop? You know what? Women need to, if they falsely accuse a man of rape, they should do the same time as the rapist. I would have more fucking respect. I would have some respect. Oh, no, I would have respect for a woman that calls out these bullshit women that use fucking throwing a rape charge on a man as a way to get ahead in life, or to escape any fucking consequences for their actions. And by consequences, I mean, oh well, I left my friends and and I hooked up with a guy and now they think I'm a whore and I don't want to be called a whore, so I'm gonna say I got raped so I could get their sympathy. Anyways, I'd like to thank people for listening. Please like, comment, and share this episode. It's going to be up on YouTube shortly. Please go to iHeartRadio and give this a thumbs up. And TuneIn Radio, give it a thumbs up. Stitcher, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment on iTunes. Also, iTunes, iHeart, and all that. Yeah, check out rantinglouisb.blogspot.com. Also, I need to start promoting this. I am involved with a new podcast called For Love and Play. I do it with two of the best comedians I know, Yael Meisels and Keenan Weaver. We talk about relationships. We talk about the bullshit when it comes to dating. In fact, we did an episode that was released a few days ago called Cuffing Season, and that's definitely an awesome episode to check out. That is also on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio, so feel free and check that out. It's free. Everything I put out is free. Or if you're listening on Stitcher, you could just click my name and see the shows that I host, and feel free and download them all and listen to them in your leisure. Also, if you want to help sustain the Crotch Shot Radio Show, feel free and go to my blog, rantinglouisb.blogspot.com, and click the ads from Amazon. And if you're gonna buy from Amazon anyways, feel free and click the link and just buy through me. It doesn't add anything to the price. The prices stay the same. And you'll find some neat shit. I buy from Amazon all the time. I actually bought this gel from Club Man that prevents razor bumps when I shave. And I actually bought the Bill Hicks book, a Bill Hicks biography by Kevin Booth, who, even if he's not listening, big shout out to Kevin Booth. For writing a book about one of my favorite comedians. I can't wait to read it, crack it open, learn more, and immerse myself in the Bill Hicksness. So, anyways, I'd like to thank Casey for checking in, Andrew, and if anybody's in the chat room listening, because I know got a whole bunch of people listening, feel free to give me a shout out right now so I could give you a shout out. So, yeah. Fuck Anita Sarkeesian, you dumb bitch. You lying sack of shit. You doing nothing to protect women around the world. Nothing. And you know what? That's the case with most Western white feminists. They do jack dick about real women's issues. They, as long as they're feeling personally like victims, it's okay. But anyways, like to thank everyone for listening again. This has been the Crotch Shot Radio Show. I've been Louis B. And as always, from my house to your house, mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.